Good morning, everyone. My name is Larisha Lance, and I've decided to give a little tutorial to help you guys get started for anyone who's having trouble understanding how to select a client on the Arise portal. So the first thing you want to do is go to portal.arise.com. You want to log in using the username and passcode that you created when you first created your profile. And if you cannot get to this screen, you may have to look at the bottom of your registration screen, click Start Now, select a client opportunity. Okay, so if you have trouble getting to that page, please send me an email at info@mjstaff.org. Okay, otherwise we are going to talk about how to read an opportunity announcement on the Arise portal. So the first thing you want to do is kind of scroll down using the sidebar here, not the one on the right. This one is going to take you through the available clients. The ones that are showing up in the portal now are the ones that are hiring agents. You may find something different later today or tomorrow, but otherwise you'd have to select what was here or check back tomorrow. We never know when the client is going to post and when they need agents. Okay, so let's start by learning how to read the opportunity announcements. We're going to go to Comcast, and if you see here, the initial cost for Comcast is $79. The only thing you pay for is your classroom. You do not pay for background checks or drug screens. Okay, this position here is customer service sales. It tells you on the bottom left. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click the info tab, and when you click the info tab, you'll open up a PDF file. Take a few minutes to load, and I'm going to go over reading this with you. Okay, so the first thing is the base rate. Please refer to your call center company owner for revenue information. You will find this information on the CSP portal. Okay, and we'll go over that information momentarily. Next, you want to come down to where it says course duration. The course duration is going to tell you when the class starts and when the class ends. It'll also tell you when you start earning revenue for this client. So if you look at this client, Comcast has phase 1. Phase 1 is May 14th, 2018 through June 13th, 2018. Okay, so in phase 1, you're going to learn everything you need to know about how to assist your customer, take payments, billing inquiries, or whatever it is that you need to learn to perform your job. Phase 2, it says get your feet wet. What they mean by that is you're actually going to use that day, which will be on June 13th, and you'll spend the day on the phone with customers. Okay, you'll get your feet wet, you'll take a few phone calls, you'll get critiqued, your instructor will tell you what you need to do and things you may need to change, and you're getting ready for the next day, which is going to be phase 2. Phase 2 starts on June 14th through the end of the certification class, which is June 25th. And this is the earn while you learn portion of your certification class. In this phase, you're going to take everything you've learned in phase 1 and you're going to apply it to phase 2 and start earning while you're learning. So those 4 hours, instead of being in class, you will be on the phones with customers. Some companies may have you do 2 hours of class and 2 hours on the phones, but it looks like this particular one doesn't state that, so it looks like you'll be doing 4 hours of class. Class times offered would be 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., 10 to 2, 6 to 10, and 7 to 11. You can decide which classroom is going to work best for your schedule and your life. And once you decide on a classroom, you have to stay with that class throughout the duration of your certification course. You have up until 3 days prior to class starting to switching that classroom. If there's room in the other classroom, you would have to go to enrollment support to get help with switching your class. The next part, if you look down, it says service intervals. This section is going to tell you when you can work, how many hours are required by the client, and your weekend requirements. So where it says suggested 30 intervals in the parentheses 15-hour SOW, this simply means that you'll be selecting your schedule in 30-minute intervals. So a 15-hour schedule would equate to 30 intervals. Okay, so you're doing 1 to 1:30, 1:30 to 2, 2:30 to 3. That'll be 30 intervals. You get it, what I'm saying, okay? If you look down, it says intervals available from Sunday to Saturday with this client. This client will allow you to work after certification from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then again from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What that means is there are no available hours for you contractors between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. Okay, so if you're looking for a company that is going to stay open till midnight or 2 a.m., then this is not the company for you, because you will stop taking phone calls at 9 p.m. Okay? And if you look over to the right, it says the most intervals available. This tells you from 3 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, 65% of all intervals will be offered in this servicing window. So most of your phone calls will be coming in from 3 to 9. Okay? Weekend requirements. 15 intervals, which equates to 7.5 hours. Okay, so you have to do at least 7.5 hours on a Saturday, Sunday, or a Monday, or a combination of all three. What that means is if you want to take your weekend off, that's fine. Just do all of your weekend hours on Monday. 7.5 hours would have to be completed on Monday. Okay, this is part of your contract. So if you cannot work the weekends, then that's fine. Just work Mondays. Or if you can't work Mondays, just work Sunday and take Saturday off. However you want to do it, we just need you to complete your 7.5 hours. Okay. Scroll down a little bit more, and where it says equipment must meet platform standards. And when you click here for system equipment policy, this is going to tell you the basic requirements for Arise. Okay, in which we'll go over that in another video. But if you come down, if you notice, Comcast is asking for additional client program technology standards. So what that means is this program requires some additional equipment as opposed to what Arise has for a standard policy. So this program requires what's called an ASD. That's an Arise Secure Desktop. This ASD is a piece of computer hardware that securely connects to your computer system to the client's system. You will receive this in the mail once you're in certification class, okay, or once you've completed your class. This does not work with all-in-one computers. It does not work with a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse, okay? You will need to have a laptop that has an Ethernet port, okay, because an Ethernet adapter also will not work with ASD. If you have trouble understanding that, or you have more questions, feel free to call me, okay, or send me an email. This client also says dual monitors are required. So you need to have dual monitors. Some clients will say recommended, and that means just that. But with this client, it says dual monitors are required, okay? So you'll have to purchase another monitor. If you don't already have one, you can go to our requirements page, click shop for home office, and you can find the dual monitors there, okay? If you scroll down a little bit more, this gives you an overview of the type of client, well, the type of calls you'll be taking in. What to expect: you'll be assisting callers with billing inquiries, determine business offerings that the customer does not currently have, and make the appropriate sales offer to upgrade and add on their service, which you will receive commission for those upgrades and sales that you get. Okay, that will be outlined in your SOW. And you can read through and see what to expect. And what's actually cool is you can, on the left, you can click a sample call and see the type of phone calls that are going to be coming in. Okay, you can listen to the calls, get an idea if this is the type of job that you think you want to do. Scroll down a little bit more. This just kind of breaks down a little bit about the different phases of the classroom. Okay, so it's pretty much the same information we went over at the top. Some companies don't have this information at the top, so you always want to come down here and check when you're going to start your earn while you learn. Okay, that is when you'll start earning revenue for your phone calls. And actually, it does say this phase is 2 hours per day. So you will do 2 hours on the phone calls and 2 hours taking live calls with this particular company. Okay, so good information down here. Scroll down a little bit more and it tells you the enrollment prerequisites. Okay, this opportunity requires a background check, drug screening, and an affidavit of identification. Upon submission of the background check, you will be sent an email within 24 hours containing information pertaining to the drug screening. Okay, so you want to make sure you're looking out for this email because you have to submit your drug test or you will not certify. Also, your affidavit of identification, you will need to go to your local bank or notary public and have this form signed. Bring your valid ID. Your identification on your address on your ID must match the address to where you live and where you registered on the Arise portal. That's very important. If you have questions about that, feel free to call me. Okay. And what we're going to do at this point is we're going to go down, we're going to close that out. And when you're ready to select a company and you're ready to enroll, you're going to go ahead next to, let's say, Comcast. You click select. You click view class times. I'll move that over here a little bit. Oh, I can't. You click view class times. You select the class time that you are interested in doing, which right now this class only has a 10 to 2 available. And you click enroll now to start the enrollment process. Okay, let's go to mjstaff.org. I want to show you the client portal. I'm sorry.